Once in a small town, there was a boy named Jake, notorious for his ruthless bullying. At Maplewood Middle School, he was the self-proclaimed king, ruling the playground with an iron fist. Jake thrived on the fear he instilled in his classmates, from mocking their clothes to pushing them around. Jake found joy in belittling others. He would target Tommy, a shy boy with thick glasses, and Sarah, a girl who loved to read instead of play sports. Jake's friends cheered him on, believing his cruelty was merely a badge of honor. However, what they didn't see was the hurt hidden behind Tommy's and Sarah's smiles. One day, the school announced a talent show. Excitement buzzed through the hallways, with each student eager to showcase their skills. Tommy, despite his fear of performing in front of others, decided to participate. He had practiced a magic act for weeks, hoping to impress his classmates. Sarah, too, had been working on a heartfelt poem, wanting to share her words with the world. When Jake heard about Tommy's act, he scoffed, "A magic show? What a joke! You'll just embarrass yourself." His laughter rang through the cafeteria, and his friends joined in, mocking Tommy relentlessly. The pressure mounted, and Tommy, overwhelmed, withdrew from the talent show. As the day of the performance approached, Jake remained oblivious to the impact of his words. He was too busy preparing his own act, a stand-up comedy routine that would mock his classmates. The night of the talent show, he stood on stage, confidence radiating from him as he began his routine. Laughter erupted from the audience, but soon, it turned to murmurs. Jake continued, oblivious to the change in tone until he noticed Tommy and Sarah sitting in the front row, their faces pale and disheartened. Suddenly, Jake felt something shift within him. He realized he was perpetuating the very pain he had inflicted. The laughter around him felt hollow, a stark contrast to the joy he had sought. For the first time, he saw the impact of his actions reflected in their eyes. In that moment, he stumbled over his words, unable to continue. With a shaky breath, he turned to Tommy and Sarah and said, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I just thought it was funny." The audience fell silent, taken aback by Jake's unexpected vulnerability. A few moments passed, and then, to Jake's astonishment, Tommy stood up. "Thank you, Jake. It's okay. We all make mistakes." Sarah nodded, her eyes glistening with tears. The crowd erupted in applause, not for jokes, but for courage. Jake stepped off the stage, a weight lifted from his shoulders. That night, he learned that being strong didn't mean tearing others down, it meant lifting them up. From that day on, Jake vowed to change. He reached out to Tommy and Sarah, offering friendship instead of hostility. The three began to bond, and slowly, the walls Jake had built around himself crumbled. He learned that kindness was far more powerful than cruelty, and in lifting others, he found true strength. As time passed, Jake transformed from a bully into a friend, teaching others that everyone deserves respect, and sometimes, the hardest lessons lead to the greatest growth. Maplewood Middle School became a place of laughter, but this time, it was a laughter built on friendship, acceptance, and understanding.